Right, well this frankly rather scary looking machine, in which Tony here is determined to give me a flying lesson, is remarkably similar to de la Cierva's original creations. And like the pure helicopters that followed, it works on the same principle of a rotating wing.
A rotor blade provides lift in a similar way to the wing of a plane. But while a wing relies on the forward momentum of the aircraft to keep it in the air, the rotor blade just needs to keep rotating to generate lift.
Which is why de la Cierva thought this type of aircraft would be much less likely to stall if you wanted to slow right down and drop a bomb on the enemy.
This modern Autogyro's 130 horsepower engine drives both the rotors above me and the pusher propeller at the back. When we reach 30 miles an hour, Tony can disengage the rotors from the engine, point the nose up, and we're away.
Okay, we're in the air. Lovely little mouse of a machine, we are in the air. Absolutely ecstatic.
Even though there is now no power going to the rotors, they're being turned by the onrush of air and keeping us up. In fact, the rotors have to be disengaged or the Autogyro would spin round in the opposite direction and crash. Nasty. Even so, it's very maneuverable, and if I did want to drop a bomb on someone, I could slow down to a walking pace without stalling.
How slowly can we go?
Now, if I reduce the power and hold the nose up,
right.
If you look at the airspeed indicator, you'll see it slowly reducing. Now we're back to 40 miles an hour.
So although, I mean, it feels like we're hovering up here, but...
We're slowly descending. So now
right.
To regain flying speed, we lower the nose, add some power,
okay,
and the speed comes back up. We're back up to 60 already.
But there was a flaw in de la Cierva's plan. All his early machines crashed for an unexpected reason. They all rolled over to one side in the air. And it was de la Cierva's solution to this problem that secured the future for all helicopters. De la Cierva's early designs overlooked some basic physics, a problem that becomes more severe the faster you fly forwards. What happens is this: by moving a rotor at speed, you produce lift. But as soon as you start to fly forward, a new set of factors come into play. Let's imagine this is a real autogyro, and its blades are turning from left to right at a steady speed. Now the blade moving forward creates more lift than the retreating blade because it's moving faster through the air. So if we take the blade next to my finger, more lift, less lift, more lift, less lift, more lift, less lift, and so on. And the faster you go, the worse it gets. Having more lift on one side than the other creates a natural tendency to roll over. And de la Cierva's early autogyros did exactly that shortly before they crashed.
The solution he came up with in 1927 was an ingenious way to reduce that forward blade's extra lift.
Hinges, blades that would flap. What de la Cierva found was that a blade on its way forward with a lot of lift would flap upwards, and this change of angle would immediately reduce the lift.
In flight, his new flapping rotor blades found a natural balance, however fast the Autogyro went. And although the military never really adopted de la Cierva's stall-proof bomber, the Autogyro was taken seriously as a new form of passenger aircraft. And the biggest and fastest ever was the fabulous Fairy Rotordyne. Designed to carry 75 passengers, it set a world speed record for rotor-bladed aircraft of 307 kilometers per hour in 1959. It could even take off and land vertically using small jets on the tip of each rotor blade. But at speed, it was pure autogyro. Sadly, the Rotordyne designers couldn't get the funding to go into production. And it was helicopters, not autogyros, that became the flying machines of choice for the world's armies.
Wow, Tony, superb. That was amazing, because you just sort of landed almost like an insect, just sort of on the ground, you know?